Hello everyone, my name is Ross and welcome back to another reaction video. As mentioned in the previous videos, I'm gonna hit you with a few of these because I want to check all the games. So this week are gonna be a few reaction videos incoming on my channel. And if you saw the other ones and you're here, then welcome. I want to check Resident Evil 8 official trailer today, and I was thinking maybe it would be good. I didn't do it for the other videos. I did it just a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna try to include my own analysis in this from now on, to be a little bit to talk about it, just because I played the previous games. I maybe didn't play them all, but usually I play the previous games, so I should be able to talk a little bit about it more than just reacting to it. But first, let's react to it. So let's hit a like and let's get started. If you want to check the other videos, you can find them on my channel. Feel free to do so. I do reaction videos here, I do gaming, I do so much shit. You can find it here.
Long ago,
I didn't read that. Who was that? One moment. Go back. His story comes to a close. Got it. We need to play some of the either stream or just I need to play to
a young girl
Resident Evil.
To pick berries for her father.
Okay.
Who was hard.
What's the story?
But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence.
It's really
the bush is empty.
Low.
Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch.
It's potatoes. Got it.
And into the forest deep.
Ooh, this looks nice. This looks creepy. Already spooky.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
It's made my neck sniff.
Quit being so paranoid.
I know we're trying to say that don't just.
No, friendly.
What the fuck?
Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on?
That felt like he shot me.
They're coming. Who is?
Oh damn. What? Okay. What was that? I was trying to stay my neck stiff earlier, but I was just getting distracted with that my brain couldn't process. Okay. Damn. Is that a witch? What the fuck? Okay, actually, let's keep going. So big, dude. I don't know any of these people. Hi. What the hell? Is that a werewolf? What? Village. Oh yeah, I understand. This was the thing they did in the stream. I think they were village, and people were like, "What game village?" And then it's like, "Oh, Resident Evil 8."
Chris?
Chris?
Sorry, Ethan.
Is that the Chris we know? What the why?
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure if it's the Chris we know. Ethan?
Why?
Wait, Ethan. Ethan. Is it the dude from Resident... The other Resident Evil 7?
Why?
Was the dude Ethan from Resident Evil 7? Okay, it's time for analysis. Let me try to Google two things, and I'll be back, and then we're gonna watch this together. Analyze this together to see what's happening. Okay guys, I'm back. I googled two things just because I wanted to make sure. So Ethan indeed is the dude at the end of the Resident Evil 7, which you get escorted and just with the Mia and everything with the story. And Chris is the dude who just came after us at the end of the game and saved us. I'm not gonna go too much into details about Chris because we know him from I remember from before, from other games. But I'm not gonna go into that. The thing is, some stuff in here reminds me the Victorian era. If you're talking about London and just the Victorian era, that's what it reminds me of. which I might be wrong, but like the outfits and the clothing and stuff they're wearing, I had to Google that as well because I wasn't sure. So let's examine this a little bit and just give you a little bit of analysis. So let's see what's happening. Story comes to a close. So the game starts. The weird chick is talking about like a story, and then we have a little bit of imagery like potatoes and stuff. So I'm just gonna like skip through this because I want to like check some more like important scenes. I guess this is Ethan, and then he's just like in another house for some reason. Like he doesn't have enough of houses after visiting the baker's family. So basically this guy shoots at him, which I was thinking he shot him, which is odd, because he did not apparently. And this old man came out of here, and his clothing, you couldn't say like it's too much Victorian. But I think what I was thinking is Victorian. And then it's just like they start kind of like moving things in the background, and then, like I think it's the werewolves. You can see a hand. Like the werewolves would kind of move fast, which is interesting how the werewolves would come play into all of this. Maybe it's just like mutated from the viruses, but I'm not sure exactly how they get from zombies to werewolves. Also interesting how they took like more approach in like the supernatural than in the other ones were like. I mean, in the Resident Evil 7 kind of have a little bit of inclination about like the supernatural, but they did explain in the end what's happening. So maybe it's the same thing for this one. The witches part, like, I got a little bit confused about. Okay, we can see a hand dragging us too. Like, they look like, there are some ladies that looks like some witches, and I think that's where the clothing, I was thinking, Victorian era. Or this, here, as well. All black and have that small thing on his head, or maybe just... I think it's like, yeah, Victorian. I'm sure. Am I talking shit on that? But like, you decide, guys. It's just like the clothing, how they're wearing this. Like you have like, it looks like a reference to like Woman in Black here, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, and then you have this old man again. You have a kid, which I'm not sure exactly what symbolizes. Maybe it's something deeper with Ethan. I'm just like analyzing a little bit of footage. If you're not in for that, like, you can leave at any time if you're just done with the reaction. And this is where I was like thinking of witches. Like, so in this image, like, looks like a witch or like a shaman or something like that. Like, see this? All of this around. Like, kind of like symbolistic to that. And you have this chick here, which is kind of odd. And then they have the clothing. If you can see the clothing they're wearing. They look like witches and also like someone from like the Victorian era for me. That's how it feels. And they were like approaching you. And then you have this huge thing, which I'm like, it reminds me of a battle from like Dark Souls. To be honest. Like, I don't know exactly what to say about this. Is that the bakers? Like, some of the bakers just like escaped and just picked up a hammer. It reminded me like the Resident Evil 4 big dudes that were there. You can see here some like weird stuff. This is the werewolf dude. It looks like a werewolf, like half human. I mean, it could be like a really odd. It doesn't supposed to be a werewolf. Like, it doesn't have like a classic look when he's like all hairy. It could be just like infected with something. Like, if you think about the Resident Evil 4, like I think Last Plaga was named, was like changing people. This dude, I have no idea who it is. He looks like an interesting character, to be fair. He's trying to like get to the part where he grins. Here. It's really hard to get it though. Look at that. I got it and I skipped it. Like, it doesn't resemble anyone familiar. I think it's mostly because of the beard and the hair. Maybe it's not anyone familiar, but I'm not sure. That looked a little bit like modern. I don't know exactly what's... Did she eat my hand again? I'm missing a hand. What the fuck? Or did she kiss my hand? She looks like she kissed my hand, but then it means like she cut my hand again? Ethan, what's wrong with Ethan and just like losing hands? Here is where he looks more like a werewolf, right? He's all grey and hairy. I'm not sure more. I guess maybe he could be just like changed from like a virus or something. I like the castle in the background and his like village, which is like, yep. and then Chris and this thing. Okay, cool. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, just a little bit of like analyzing and talking about like my mind basically into it. So if you like that, I'm gonna do it from now on, like in future videos. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to support me. If you really enjoy what you see here, you can check more stuff from me. Also, if you're like subscribed for some times and you're really watching my stuff, don't forget to share. Sharing, I think it's really much appreciated for me in order to get like some more growth and views and stuff and people coming in. So yeah guys, as always, thank you so much for watching and for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.